Hey everyone, it's Amanda O'Banion and I am a Jamberry Nails Consultant. So I wanted to make a very fast video because I know we're all pretty busy just about how to apply Jamberry wraps. I've had some people ask me and I thought that this would be a great opportunity for me to show you firsthand how you would apply these to yourself. So I've already went ahead and did the rest of my nails and I left this one off so that I could show you how to do it. With me I have my Jamberry heater, which is not a requirement. You can simply use a hair dryer if you, most of us have one of those. So you can use a hair dryer, and the way that this works is it's got this little stand. You just pull this down and then the heat actually comes from the top, so it sits just like that. I also have an application kit. This is a great thing to have because it keeps everything together and combined, but if you don't have this, no fear. Most of the items in here you already have. There's a nail buffer, an orange stick, some little tiny nail scissors, a cuticle pusher. It comes with nail care or cuticle oil. I'll put that where you can see it. A nail file, and some alcohol swabs. And the alcohol swabs are really important because our nails have a lot of oil on them and the skin around our nails. So if we don't use alcohol to remove those, your wraps will not stick as well. So the things that I'm going to need to apply this are my buffer, the alcohol swabs, basically everything that you see here, along with my wraps. Now these are the wraps that I'm going to use, and they are the black and white damask pattern. And you can see that I still have all of these left even after doing 9 of my nails. So after I use this last one, which I believe is this one right here, after I use that one, I will still have enough for at least one more application, possibly 2 depending. If I wanted to do the pedicure, then I would definitely have enough because I have these 2 big ones and some of the small ones left. So it's a lot of, it's multiple applications. It's not just one whenever you buy the set. There are 18 wraps in a set, and then there are more if you have the junior. These are the ones that I applied to my daughter. So you can see that even after doing all 10 of her little nails, and I actually messed up on 2 of them, so I had to use the second one, I still have all of these left. So super, super great deal. If you like these are snow and ice, and she thinks they're frozen nails. So, okay, so let's get started because I know we don't have a whole lot of time here. So the first thing that you want to do is figure out which, I'm going to zoom in here so that you guys can see this very closely. Okay, you want to figure out which wrap best fits your nail. So one way to do that is to just, I like to just hold the wrap over my nail and check the sides. Now as a rule, you want to pick a wrap that is slightly shorter than your nail bed, and the reason for that is you don't want this to stick to the skin around your nail or to touch your cuticle because you don't want that oil. So make sure that you pay attention to that. So I'm going to pick this one because I can line it up and see that it fits my nail pretty well. So the first thing I'm going to do is just take my cuticle pusher, and just like with any other cuticle pusher, just try to push that cuticle back because you don't want that to touch your wrap. Then I'm going to take my alcohol swab and I'm just going to clean my nail really, really well, just like this. Got it nice and clean. Now you can use your orange peel to lift up the wrap right here. Just kind of slide that pointy stick and hold it in place while you cut it. And so now I'm going to use my little scissors and I'm just going to trim this off right there. Alright, now this is where the heater comes in, and if you don't have the heater, which is a great thing to have, it's super simple, super quiet, but this is where you would just use your hair dryer. I'm going to turn my heater on, very, very quiet, and you're going to heat it for 3 to 5 seconds. And you will know that it's ready to go when you see it start to warp. So I'm just going to stick this in front of the heat, or you would stick it in front of your blow dryer, and you can see that it's starting to very quickly bend. And this is taking a little bit longer because my heater wasn't warm. But by the time you get done, if you leave it on, by the time you get finished, then it should be nice and hot and ready to go. So you're just gonna line this up with the round part of your nail. And I always like use one of my other fingers if I can to kind of hold it in place. And I know you said you shouldn't touch it, but I cut mine a little bit long so I can grab the end of it because I know I'm going to be cutting that off, and just kind of move it into place. Okay, and so you can see that it's not touching my cuticle. There's a little bit of a gap, and it's not touching the sides of my skin. If it were, you can use your teeny tiny scissors to trim that off. So I'm gonna stick it back under the heater for just a few seconds. It doesn't get hot enough to really burn you. And then I'm gonna apply more pressure because the pressure and the heat are what activates the adhesive. And I'm just gonna really push that down, go around the edges. And then you can see that I have this hangover. So I'm going to take my little tiny scissors and I am just going to trim, well, maybe not. For some reason I can never cut left-handed ever in my life. Okay, so you know what, we're not even going to try this. I'm just going to take my nail file here and you just want to buff that off. So you're going to go in a downward motion, just like this. I hope this isn't making you dizzy. I'm going to do this off camera and then I'll come back and show you, that way it's not making you dizzy. Okay, so when it's about to come off, you can see it's just barely hanging there. You can just pull that off. And if you missed any spots, like I have a little bit of hang off there. And then I don't know that this is absolutely necessary, but I like to take the buffer and just kind of buff the edges a little bit and smooth them out. Now if you look at it and you notice that it's a little bit raised on the edges where you didn't get it completely pressed down, now is the time that you could take a little bit more heat and apply. Just normally this would be sitting, but since I'm trying to get it in the frame, a little bit more heat, just a couple seconds, and then push it back down. There's no top coat required. It's not going to do anything. It's not going to chip. I've had these on for 2 days now and they still look, you know, just as good as the day that I put them on. And there you have it. That is how you apply Jamberry nail wraps. There's over 300 designs to choose from. You can create your own in the Nail Art Studio. And I would love for you to shop my website, which will be down in the link below. So I hope this helps you understand. It's super simple. That nail took me maybe 3 minutes, a little bit longer because I was explaining the steps. But it's super simple, super affordable, super fun, and you can mix and match. So, all right guys, thanks. Have a good day. Bye.